My name is Nova and I'm a sneaker reseller. Join me in my journey where I turn hype sneakers into riches. I copped another one, boy. Another one. They're starting to check out now. So here is the checkout recap. I didn't want to get too greedy with a very cool Ocean logo beanie, size medium. So what I'm gonna try to do is send some stuff off over to Stadium Goods warehouse. If I got my size, I probably would have kept it for personal. I was supposed to get another one of these, size extra large, and somebody took it. So it was a Motion logo hoodie that got stolen and another Motion logo beanie that got stolen. Okay. Court purples, these are all GS sizes, this time in a size 6.5. Tomorrow we got some Yeezys dropping, we got some New Balances dropping. Bad keywords and no anti-bot is basically a recipe for an automatic L. Although I do have to admit that L is quick and painless. It's not like Yeezys where they waste a bunch of your time, and if you don't get anything, then you've totally wasted a few hours. Anyways, speaking of Yeezys, we are gonna go for the linens. Only a few though. I'm not very comfortable with copying multiples and multiples of Yeezy 350s anymore, being that the previous ones did not do so good. However, for these lighter color Yeezy 350s, the base sizes seem to do alright. So what I'm gonna do is try to do a little bit of manualing and try not to run too many bots so that I don't get more than I need. However, I did hear that these were really limited, but even if I don't get any, I don't really care all that much. Damn, I cooked the shit out of these. So the releases yesterday went pretty good. However, I didn't get any Yeezy 350s. I thought I would be able to get some from Yeezy Supply since I do have some really good bots for those. However, that didn't happen, simply because I wasn't able to pass the splash page. And do I regret my decision for not going super hard on the 350s? Not really. I feel like it's going to follow the same price trend as the Yeezy Cinders. On the first day they were really hard to get, and then prices went up like crazy, and then once people started getting their pairs in their hands, then the prices settled down. However, these linens, I have to admit, were very limited. Just because an item is very limited, it doesn't mean that it will do well. I feel like the Desert Sages were also very limited, but look what happened to the prices on those. Not exactly very good. I do have to say, if the linens do restock, which I am expecting them to do so on foot sites mostly, then I will end up trying to go for the base sizes, but other than that, that's about it. So for the New Balance orders, one of my orders got canceled so far, one of them got shipped. I don't know about the rest, we'll have to wait and see if they come in. But anyways, we do have some boxes that came in, so let's see what's inside. Here we have Yeezy Slides, one in a size 11 and one in a size 4. Oh my gosh, this feels like a toy, what the heck? It's so smooth. I don't know, to be honest, kinda like them. It's weird. Did sell a bunch of shoes over the past few days, some on GOAT and some on eBay. It looks like people's stimulus checks are hitting and they are buying shoes with it. Well, that's my theory anyway. A lot of my other reseller friends said they also got an influx of sales, and they're starting to see prices go up on some shoes such as Cinders and some other ones that I can't think about right now. I do have to go ahead and pack those orders so I can ship them out tomorrow. So I want to give you guys an update on my Stadium Goods submissions. If you remember last episode, I shipped out 2 boxes. Market price for them should be around $2,500. Just to recap, on the 13th, I submitted some tickets in order for them to approve the shoes. I got them approved on the same day. Then the next day after that, on the 14th, I requested a pickup from FedEx. And then the next day after that, they picked up the shoes. The next day after that, I got an email from Stadium Goods saying that they received my packages. However, the email did say it could take them up to 10 to 14 days for the shoes to show up on my seller portal. And now it is the 20th and I haven't heard anything back from them since. It's totally understandable, but we'll just have to see what happens with my shoes when it does show up. And hopefully all of them show up, because the stories that I'd be hearing sometimes, they can be a little bit discouraging. But I also heard stories that everything worked out fine. So we'll see what ends up happening for my shoes. Anyways, you do see a bunch of boxes behind me over there, so I'm gonna go and see what's inside. We have 3 Yeezy Alvas, size 6, 5.5, 4.5, and 2 more GS sizes. Court Purple size 6.5, 5.5. I do think these are gonna be a really great hold, because it's a beautiful shoe, quality is decent, and it's really high in demand. GS sizes in particular I think will do especially well. I still feel dumb as hell for stopping my tasks. I should have gotten way more, but like I said, I didn't want to get too greedy. It is what it is. I got a decent amount of pairs in, 9 pairs in so far. I don't know if they're gonna ship anymore. I did hit a bunch of restocks. I don't know if any of them are gonna ship. Only got an email confirmation for one of those. Hopefully they do ship out. I did manage to sell my Yeezy Zebras in a size 9 on eBay. I'm really disappointed about that profit number. These should be going for way more. This is an iconic colorway, very high in demand. However, they are going to be restocking it very soon. That's why I do have to get rid of these, because as the supply goes up, then the price will go down. And that's just the way economics work, you know? Sold a bunch of things on Stadium Goods. Note that this is the inventory that I had there already. The inventory that I shipped out to Stadium Goods a while back still is not on my seller's portal yet. Anyways, we have 4 boxes to open. First off, we have the Kith Sailor Moon black t-shirt. This is not the crop top one. This is a size small, got it for 70 bucks. Let's see how much this is going for right now. This one is a size 8. I copped it off a Nike restock the other day, and I got it for under retail. So selling it for some profit shouldn't be very difficult. And worst case scenario, Nike does free returns. And lastly, we have New Balances, one in a size 9.5, one in a size 8. This is really well made, but They're hideous. Well, in my opinion. Actually, I don't know. I bet you can put together some interesting outfits for this, but you need to have the swag for it. These are going for a lot of money. We do have some very important releases coming up. Tomorrow, Thursday, Supreme is going to be dropping. I believe I'm gonna be going for the t-shirts. And then the day after that, we have the Supreme X Murakami Box logos. That is such an important item to go for. Like Supreme X Murakami, that is a ridiculous hyped up collaboration, and the t-shirts are going to be $60 each. So tomorrow is going to be a little bit of a practice round. I'm not going to run too many tasks. I'll just see if I'm able to cop. And then the day after that, Friday, that day is the real deal. We need to get as many of those as possible. So we'll see how we end up doing. Alright, so a few things happened today. Firstly, I passed on Supreme today, and then a little bit later on, I was able to cop a Jordan 1 8.5, my size. These are actually shoes that I've been wanting as a personal for a really long time. They're basically the poor man's version of the not for resale shoes, and I was able to get them through GOAT. They did a special 3-day thing where they sold shoes at retail price or well below market price. Before we go any further, I do want to say that I did get the very last of the Yeezy 700 Alvas, this one in the size 9.5. So tomorrow we do have Yeezy 700s dropping. These are going to be super duper limited according to rumored stock numbers, but I will be passing on them all together. As you know, for Yeezys, you do have to use Capture V3s, and doing Capture V3s over and over and over again, doing that would reduce your CAPTCHA scores, and we need our CAPTCHA scores to be absolutely maxed out for Supreme, because with last week's release along with this week's release, CAPTCHA was enabled, so we need to get those 1-clicks. Supreme has been making a lot of changes to anti-bot. So usually the way someone would bot something is you just absolutely hammer their website with a bunch of tasks, and eventually one or maybe even a few of those tasks will be able to check out. But we won't be able to do that with Supreme. If they catch you checking out at the same time with the same billing profiles, it is rumored that your billing profile is going to get blacklisted, and obviously we don't want any of that. So that means we have to be very, very selective of which bots we're gonna use and how many tasks we're gonna run, because I can't run more than 1 task per billing profile. But as usual, with really, really hype releases, usually nothing goes according to plan. Things that are supposed to work don't work. Things that worked in the past don't work. The site just ends up dying, and sometimes it comes down to a matter of luck. I really don't know what to expect for tomorrow. However, I did prepare as best as I could, and all there is really left to do is start running the bots. The Supreme keeps dropping, but it's not the t-shirt. Oh, it dropped, it dropped! What? My not picking up. Okay, now it picked up.
What? It's sold out?
No way. Declines, dude. Oh my god, declines for days. What? Checkout corrupt? What the f does that mean? What an awful release that was for me. I was not even able to get one checkout. The bots that I depended on to do really, really well, such as Kodai and Cyber, both flopped. However, I did use 3 bots that did extremely well, which was Mek, Mango, and Velox. I thought for sure I was gonna get one at least on Mango. However, it seemed like it was picking up the product very, very late, and once it did pick up and it tried to check out, I got cart jacked. The best way I could have at least maybe gotten one was if I just used Mek or just used Velox, or maybe even both. But there really is no telling which bot it was that was going to come out on top, and that was Mek. Unfortunately, my strategy of spreading my profiles all throughout many different bots didn't really work out, and I actually almost got it. But the problem was the tasks that were processing on Mek, they chose the really limited sizes, size small and extra large. Those were the two tasks that showed up as processing, and then it went to sold out, obviously, because those sizes are very limited. It's such a bad feeling to take an L after hours and hours and hours of setting up, and that's just the reality of it. That's just what happens sometimes. But anyways, there is no stopping. We have to go back at it again tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the Fear of God 1s, triple blacks. I gotta redeem myself. I gotta make up for taking that L, so hopefully we can get something this time. As you saw, we were able to scoop up a Supreme Box logo. Finally, we were able to get one, not come out empty-handed today. But before we get into the Fear of Gods, we do have a package to open. Jordan 1 in a size 6Y. Before moving on, I just want to address something. I still get an insane amount of questions in my DMs about botting and reselling and consultations. I would love to help you guys out, but one answered question will lead to another question, and then I just wouldn't be able to get any video editing done. Botting can get really complex and expensive, so it's important that you guys get the right information tailored to your particular situation. And that's why I always advise people to join a cook group first before getting into botting. So if you still need a group, one of the groups that I'm in, Notify, which is considered to be one of the best, will be restocking real soon. For only $50 a month, you can get access to site lists, botting setups, restock alerts, and much more. Couple this with a dedicated team of experts to help you with any questions that you may have along the way. You will be in a position to maximize your chances of being able to take W's for some of the most limited, profitable, and sought after releases. If you are interested in joining, Notify will be restocking at May 5th at 6 p.m. EST. This is for anyone located in the USA or Canada. Notify EU will be restocking on May 6th at 7 p.m. BST. This is for anyone located in the EU or the UK. The respective Twitter accounts will tweet out the purchase link at the time and date of restock. Memberships do sell out quickly, so if you want to join, now's your chance. On to the video. Now, the very first Fear of God release is actually going to take place on Instagram. This is going to be very interesting, being that I've never went for an Instagram release before, and also very interesting being that they have their own website. Why don't they just drop it on their website? Because I can just bot it that way. But we're going to be trying to go for the Instagram release. I have no experience doing this, so let's see what happens. Please wait. What? We're experiencing heavier than expected volume. Place order?
Go back?
No. Placing your order. L. I got one. Yay. Got another one. Click on the my guy.
Okay.
Index was outside of the bounds of the array. What the hell does that mean? That Fear of God release went quite well. 3 checkouts, only one of them got cancelled. The one that got cancelled was from Kith, so not a bad result at all. So anyways, we do have tons of packages we gotta open. I'm really not sure what's in any of them because they're from my other address, which I haven't visited in a really long time. So I'm really excited to open them up, and I'm ready to be surprised by what's in every single one. We're gonna do the unboxing on the next episode.